On April 25, 2015, at 11:56 Nepal Standard Time, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake struck Nepal, killing 9,000 and injuring over 23,000. Aftershocks continued to affect Nepal for several weeks after the initial earthquake. Over 900,000 homes were destroyed and entire villages flattened in the areas around Kathmandu. A second major earthquake struck Nepal on May 25th, further damaging the region. The earthquake triggered an avalanche on Mount Everest, killing 19 and shutting down the 2015 climbing season, which is a main source of revenue for Nepal. Immediately following the earthquake, aid was brought into Kathmandu. However, many small villages in the Himalayan mountains were reduced to rubble and are unable to rebuild on their own. Another brick in Nepal, Canada, has the goal of raising a minimum of $200,000 to rebuild Golmeshori Lower Secondary School in the Sindhupalchok region of Nepal. This decision came as a direct result of a fact-finding mission to Nepal in November 2015. In 2005, the founder of Bricklayers Without Borders, one of Another Brick in Nepal's board members, assisted with the construction of a similar school built in Honduras, and now we want to take that experience to help this deserving village in Nepal. Humanitarian and government aid is reaching Nepal, but Another Brick in Nepal's focus is to reach out to the areas that have yet to receive immediate assistance. Our goal of $200,000 should enable us to reconstruct the GLSS, which was completely destroyed in the April earthquake. Currently, the 300 students that attend GLSS are learning in or making do with temporary 3-sided corrugated metal sheds with no washroom facilities.
When the earthquake happened on April 25th of 2015, I heard about it on the news and didn't pay too much attention to it. And then on Monday, the 27th of April, the Globe and Mail, front section of the Globe and Mail, the center bifold had a full 2-page color photograph of devastation in Kathmandu, and it just touched me. And so I pulled that part of the paper out and stuck it up on the bulletin board at my office and just observed it and thought about it for probably about a week. After that, I approached my friend Randy Jones, who had been to Nepal before, and told him that I was feeling something was telling me that I wanted to reach out and see if there was something I could do to help in Nepal post-earthquake.
My friend Rob Turner came to me with the idea of going to Nepal and helping out after the quake, and it was a time in my life when I just retired from my work, and it was a case of one door closing and another door opening.
In 2005, I was fortunate enough to be part of a large group of volunteers from Victoria who were, we went to Honduras to build a school, a residential school for girls in a very impoverished region of Honduras. And so that experience was, I think, a life-changing event for me.
Nepal, to me, really is the spirituality of the country. The spirituality of the capital city, Kathmandu, and the history. But having been lucky enough to go to Everest Base Camp, it's the small Sherpa villages and really the extreme beauty of the mountains.
We're at this point discussing different building techniques, trying to use more sustainable methods, but also methods that will help these new buildings to withstand future earthquakes. In Sindhupalchok, which is the region where Team Nepal centers all of its charitable works, we spent 3 days there touring about, and I think what struck me most of all was the level of devastation in all of the towns and villages throughout the region as we drove. It was about a 3.5-hour drive from Kathmandu, and we were through a number of towns, a number of villages, and not just buildings and homes that were destroyed, but roads, the terrible shape that the roads were in, infrastructure itself. in very bad shape. The Little Angels Children's Home was one of the main focuses of Team Nepal, so we were fortunate enough to be invited to stay at Little Angels and to just spend some time with the children who are there. They're in this region where we are planning on building the school, which is the Golmeshori School. But spending time at this children's home was a blessing. It really was. Spent some time working in the fields with children in their fields, just the specific fields that they use for growing produce to feed themselves at the home. Played some games, met a couple of wonderful volunteers. It was a beautiful experience being at Little Angels Home, and I do know that I will be another brick in Nepal with our connection with Team Nepal and our connection with the Sindhupalchok region. I know that I'll be back to Little Angels Children's Home and look forward to my next visit. Namaste. I don't have anything else to say, but namaste.